What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a very big day, and tomorrow very important news I want to go over for the current week, and I want to speak about what we're looking at for gold and for the Nasdaq going into the end of the week. So if you guys do like this video, make sure to slap the like button, also subscribe to the channel for more content, right? So first of all, massive day for CPI, because CPI is one of the most, in terms of trading, you don't want to be trading around these times, okay? So when we get CPI data, basically, if you just click on over here, it says it's a change in price of goods and services purchased by consumers, excluding food and energy. So when the forecast, if the actual, like let's just say it comes out at 0.4, if it's greater than 0.3, then it's obviously it's good for the currency, which means the Nasdaq could potentially go down, or crypto can go down. It's most things are indirectly proportional to the dollar, so it's going to be super important to see what happens there for CPI and for gold, but and the Nasdaq. So I want to go over what I've been looking at for gold. And if you guys remember watching yesterday's video, I actually spoke about the short for gold, and it played out perfectly from this level. I was waiting for either the break of trend, which is what we got, or price to come up to this zone, and we got the break of trend, and it's looking very weak. Okay, so if you look at the daily time frame, gold pretty much topped out around about 5,600, and we coming back down to all these key levels here. If you look at the chart, so right now for gold, the thing is, we did break below this previous low over here, and that was my whole thing from yesterday's video. If you guys remember, this was a key zone that I was looking at for gold, and right now we are actually trading below there. So just be careful with looking for longs. There is potential to take out this wick over here at 4,100. Around about that zone. Okay, so for me right now, I'm just waiting to see what happens for CPI, because it's a huge day. But we've been doing seriously well with our analysis on gold recently. Obviously very bearish until we start breaking previous highs, but just be careful with today. If you want to look for potential setups today, you could look for a retrace into like 4,250, potential reversal from that zone, but overall trend is still bearish. Then if we look at the Nasdaq, let's have a look over here. So this is something that I've gone over. Let me just change this to the different. So this is literally what we spoke about for the Nasdaq in the other videos. We said that there's a potential for price to bounce from this zone, come back up to this zone, and retrace. Literally playing out perfectly from that level. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, bounce from the zone, literally get a bounce, get a reaction, and then look for continuation to the downside. Because structurally right now, it's looking like we've topped out for the Nasdaq. Okay, but holding this level is super important. I do have like a potential long position around about 25,666. Very key zone that I'm looking at for Nasdaq longs. So obviously with CPI coming out, it's gonna be super important to see what actually happens today with the market. But overall, it's gonna be huge day with the market. But remember, guys, you can also trade on TrackMyTrades. Add oil, make sure you connect your exchange over here, whatever exchange you're using, and make sure you guys are tracking your trades, because it's super important to journal everything, and make sure you can also put in certain strategies. You can also do analytics over here. There's a whole bunch of things. Trade calculator, you can set up TP, stop loss, and it shows you your results, everything like that. So make sure you guys do check it out. If you can do the AI insights, which is one of my favorite, looking at, you can just literally just say, you can download the image over here. Let's download it, and then if you want to input it over here, just like that, and then you can also speak about it. So say I'm looking for longs around 25,600, 600, as this is the previous local high, and looking for a swing long. So yeah, we chucked that in there, just give you ideas, and basically it will just give you a bit of an idea of what they think the AI thinks, and it just helps you understand, like, am I doing things right or wrong? It just gives you a better understanding of the market. So yeah, we'll see what happens, see what it says. But yeah, make sure you guys check out all of the functions on the left hand side here. Very, very easy. So it's generating the response right now. And yeah, it's gonna be a crazy day, guys. So just be careful with today. So over here, as you can see it over here. Let's just wait for it, and we'll just read it out for you. So have a look. There we go. So it says your charters use 104 hour, but the levels line up with Bitcoin idea, major demand zone, boom boom. Key support flip plan is to buy, reclaim the sweep. Primary zone 25, 600 anchors, scale bids 25 into the grey demand zone, showing you like you should scale bids into that zone. Confirmation variance, wait for a sweep below this level and then 4 hour close back above. Conservative hard stop demand. So it gives you everything: TP levels, entry price, RR. So make sure you guys check it out. It helps you a lot with your trading. But yeah, just be careful today, guys. I do think that this is a very, very possible scenario for the Nasdaq. It has played out perfectly and gold since we obviously spoke about it. So yeah, we'll see what happens today, guys. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and let's see what happens with gold and Nasdaq. I still think that gold is going to continue going down, potentially taking out this previous low over here, and then we potentially get a bounce. But breaking below this low over here at 2,274 was not a good zone. But we'll see what happens. Hope everyone has a great day, and make sure you guys do subscribe and like to the channel. All the links are in the description if you guys want to check out Track My Trades, and I'll check you in the next video.